Okay. And I guess we're going to Market Street to get these chumps. Pull you were like a fuzz sink wave, even if you got us off the hook for that apartment job. We appreciate that, by the way. Yeah, sure. Let's just get this over with. Writing this out is friggin' exhausting. Then we'll be all squared up, for good. Right, what do you need us to do?
We need some assistance with some illicit activity that, statistically, individuals in your age bracket would likely have experience with.
Oh, so this is one of those things where you need a streetwise kid to show you the ropes. I love VRs like that. So where's the thread? BD, war driving, copyright infringement, search bombing? Search bombing actually illegal? It's against the terms of service, so probably. At least in California. Just introduce us to whoever at your school does the IDs. My school? Psh, you don't even know me like that. But whatever. I can whip up a couple that'll work good enough to get you past a bouncer or a cop doing sniff tests. He's a wizard with a printer and a lifted wallet.
It's more complicated than that. We need falsified passport IDs that can get someone safely past the border.
Oh. Yeah, I don't think Ollie can do that. Can you? Not with that equipment, a lot more expensive and illegal than what I already have. What about the guy who got at least that unrestricted mesh card when she was on probation? That's not really the same thing, Chad. But I can give him a call. Give me a few minutes. This guy's pretty sketchy. Very cloak and dagger. I'll have to play middleman.
Excellent. I'll forward you the relevant documents and photos.
Oh man, now I'm starting to feel left out. Ollie gets to show off all his cool connections. You sure you don't need someone's head kicked in a little? That's my area of expertise in our little duo. Well, that and petty larceny.
We might have something that will suit your skill set. Let's just get the passports first.
Awesome. You ain't so bad for a tin can.
Honestly? I'm composed almost entirely out of plasteel and silica, Chad. Has no one come up with better insults for robots since the turn of the century? Rhymes have been out for almost a decade.
Yeah, that's a good point. Give me a sec. I'm pretty good at name calling, too.
Oh no, I'm sorry to have brought it up.
Just hold on a second. Undercloaked, underclocked, bit brain.
Don't hurt yourself, Chad.
We'll get back to you, bubblehead. You know, you're a lot more chatty than any of the ROMs I've ever met. Ever owned. What's the deal, Nickelbone? You installed some new conversation routines that Ollie ain't got the chance to nerd out about yet? They're top notch, very bleeding edge.
I don't run traditional ROM BI personality software. I am, in fact, the first fully sapient machine intelligence. Well, at least that my creator knew about.
Which means what, exactly? In English? It means he's a person, Chad. Not a toy. Now, keep it down. I'm still on the phone.
Oops, and yes, what he said.
Okay, I talked to the guy. He said he'll do it, but it only works in trade. A couple of passports are gonna run us. One signposter for magical commander Yukino at the gates to the deep. Fair, of course. It's always that Japanese crap. It's not my fault they make the best VR dramas. Maybe you can do better? Probably!
Anyway, where can we get this poster?
I'm not sure. Probably nearby. The only place I can think of is the Hassie Bar. I've done switches with this guy before, and he never asked for something that'll take too long to get. We'll help you look for it. Chad and Oliver joined your party as very tiny pixelated versions of themselves, and that's great. So yeah, Hassie bar. Not the car. What is this? Oh, there it is. I knew I saw a poster for Magical Commander Yukino somewhere around here. I should have remembered Ramona would have one. You know this lady? Sure, we talk sometimes when I'm getting our drinks. You're usually too busy provoking people to notice. Yeah, whatever.
There's a bit of a line. We'll have to wait a few minutes before we can talk to her.
We could just snatch the thing and run. I'm a fan of the smash and grab. Simple and effective. We can't do that. She knows who we are.
Us too.
This is the most boring felony I've ever been an accessory to. Look, just stand in line. Like a bunch of clumps? Or chumps? What is the big picture anyway, Blue Bomber?
I'm not sure it's wise to spread around, Chad. For either of us. The less you know, the less reason anyone has to bother you.
Screw that static. I'm not heading to juvie jet not knowing what for. Spill the beans, or I'll spill them for you.
Your persistence is already legendary, Chad. Fine. If you really must know, we are going to trade the passports for some information regarding the disappearance of my creator, the culprit behind which being Parallax. His apartment was the one you trashed.
Oh shit, that Hayden dude is your dad? And they snatched him? That's so messed up.
Well, Dad after a fashion. He raised me.
Man, I hope you find the dudes that took him. Hope he's okay.
It seems very unlikely.
Oh man. I don't know what to say, you know? I mean, I still have my dad, but he's... Chad. He's never really been around. Too busy trying to save the world from itself. Even now he's over there standing in front of that damn clinic. Starfucker is the protest dude's kid? I love it. And I thought I could find a way to make him... Whatever. I might as well nuke that drive. It ain't gonna sink. Aw.
I think I understand what you mean, Chad.
Hell yeah. Dudes gotta stick together, you know? Chad's alright.
Dudes?
Don't matter if you're a robot or what. We all got the same shit to deal with. Gotta grab destiny by the horns and make your own mark. You're smarter than you look, Chad. People keep saying that, and I keep wanting to punch him for it. It's probably the hair, Chad. You think? Well, I ain't giving up. I ain't willing to give up my dude just so people think I'm a brain. Got an image to protect. I think it would be better in yellow. Yeah? Maybe we get a box to die on the way home.
The line is finally cleared up. Let's go talk to Ramona.
Hey, Ali. Totally. Salutations, Ramona. What can I do for you all? Him. Oh, this is my friend Chad.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, you too.
We were hoping you might be able to give us your assistance, Miss Ramona.
I want to make a trade for that Magical Commander Yukino poster over there. It's necessary for us to get some pretty important information.
No way.
Not happening.
Nuh-uh, Yukino is off limits.
Literally a matter of life and death, Ramona.
I don't care. That poster was signed by Takeko herself. It's one of a kind, and I'm not giving it up. I'd rather not drag you any further into this than necessary, but I promise we're not overstating it. This is a dire situation, and people have already died. Still, I don't see how my poster is going to help.
Man, you nerds sure do love your cheap crap from the net.
Cheap crap? I have you know that poster is worth hundreds of credits. Takeko passed away years ago, so there aren't many more of them getting signed. It's special.
Sure it is. He doesn't get it. He's not in the fandom. Thankfully. We can get you another. It'll only take a few days.
It's not just a poster. It was a gift from someone. Someone I care about, okay? Besides, you can't get another one. Perhaps there's something else that would make a suitable trade? You aren't hearing me, are you? It's not just about what it's worth. It has sentimental value. You can't replace that. Look, you'll just have to order something off the mesh because you can't have this one. We don't have time. This lead will dry up by then. I don't care.
Please, Ramona. Okay, enough. How about this for a trade? I have an original keyframe cell from Pretty Champion Sailor Series, signed by Takeko at home.
Whoa. You have a signed Sailor Series cell? That's really hard to get. They stopped doing keyframes by hand right around that time.
You can't be serious, Ollie. You have that thing framed on your wall, and you wouldn't shut up about it for a week after you got it. This is important, Chad. You can't say you wouldn't do the same thing if someone had your dad. Think about touring. But I can't ask Ramona to give up something important to her if I'm not willing to do the same. Maybe.
Alright, fine. I don't know what this is all about, but offering that keyframe is way, way too much for the poster. I can't accept it. What we need? I didn't say you couldn't have the poster. Do you have something more equal to trade, Ollie?
A couple of things, maybe. Oh, wrong voice.
We'll talk about it then. Maybe you can find me another one, too. Go ahead and take the poster.
Aw. And they replace it with a gaming color poster. I love it. Thank you, Ramona.
Yes, I can tell you how much it means to us. Sure. And, you think I could see that set sometime, Ollie?
Of course. I'll bring it over when we talk about the trade.
So cool.
You can show it at the Castro Theater next week as part of the marathon of Tech Media films. Okay. Well, that went well. So now what? We got the poster. I don't like the way she was flirting with you, Ollie. Well, what are you talking about? Aw, they're kind of a couple. I know flirting when I see it. I'm saying I don't like it. Not one bit. We just talk about old anime sometimes, Chad. Neither of us are interested in the other. Feh, sure.
Well, we have the poster now. What's next?
Go ahead and call this number, Torin. He'll want to set up the drop with you, now that I've introduced you to him. Sure, change the subject.
I'll call him right now then. It's ringing. You the ones looking for some papers. We are. We have the requested payment here. Good. We're gonna do this real professional like. You know the Stardust? I do. Head there. Leave the poster behind the Mega Phobator arcade cabinet. Get out. Come back 10 minutes later, and your stuff will be behind the cabinet. I understand. Good. I'll be waiting. Well, that was very mysterious.
Yeah, that's how this guy is. I don't even know his name. I've been getting things from him for a few years now. Who cares? Let him play Spy Master if he wants. Let's hurry up to the Stardust and get this over with. I've wasted enough of my day with this crap. Go inside to make the drop. I'll wait for you. We'll wait for you out here. Yeah, don't want to risk our IDs being snatched if we caught sneaking in.
I suppose I should feign surprise?
Hey, it's a pretty cool set, even if it is like 1,000,000 years old. They don't really care about the IDs unless you try to hit the bar. Found that one out the hard way. We could have been fine if you... We would have been fine if you hadn't taken a swing at the bouncer. I like the hard way.
We'll be right back, gentlemen. Try not to set fire to the building or something while we're gone. No security right now?
I told you guys about the bouncer? Hey friends, what can we get for you? Here, Tomcat asked me to drop this off with you. Oh, right. Tomcat asked me to take that off your hands and pass it on to them later. Thanks for getting it to me. I won't pester you about what it is. I know things are always very hush-hush with Tomcat. I'll make sure they get it later today.
Thank you very much, Majid.
That was easy. Oh, there's the other bouncer. Nice. Today's my last day off before the holidays, but I can't seem to stay away. Ah, so this is where the bouncer is. Looks like they're off duty for some reason. Wearing a fluffy knit sweater with giant love embroidered on the front. The hair is amazing. Thanks for coming by so often, just make sure you order something. Let's do the drop.
Well, that should do it, Nakabun. Just an awful lot of fuss over a poster. I just don't understand the appeal of merchandise like this. I keep my important possessions in my data drive.
Humans don't have Total Recall like you do.
Ah, that is true. Ramona seemed more concerned with it being a gift from a friend than as an item of importance in its own right. Perhaps it is necessity to keep such things around as reminders of good memories. In that case, perhaps I should get a few things from the apartment. I do have perfect recall, but a few of Hayden's things would be nice reminders. But that's enough navel gazing. For now, anyway.
You don't have a navel.
Let's head back outside so our benefactor can make the trade.
Y'all do the deal?
We left the poster behind the cabinet. Now we just need to wait for the switch.
I've never had to wait more than 5 minutes or so before. Shouldn't take long. Wonder how he knows the drop happens and gets to it so fast. Somebody who works there, obviously. Don't matter, Ollie. This guy's a solid feed, even if he likes to mess around. What do you need these passports for, anyway? You said trade for information, but what's the full story?
Without going into too much detail, our informant needs to get away from the OSF. The passports are one part of that. We also need to obtain an untraceable car. I don't suppose the two of you could help with that.
No way, dude. Grand Theft Auto is a felony with a capital F. Besides, getting an untraceable car is a damn bit harder than a piece of plastic that'll fool a hand scanner. Chad's right. Of course I'm right. Anyways. City's traffic management system keeps track of all vehicles passively, even if you manage to circumvent their firmware to keep them from actively reporting them to the network. Guess who hacked the traffic system before? We gotta get back in touch with Tomcat. You have to spoof the car so they're permitted to be invisible for the CTOS to ignore it. I don't want to mess with boosting cars anyway. The junks run that racket in the OSF. Hey! Well, there's something else useful. And they don't play nice. Especially with the HR.
Well, thanks either way. You've done us a huge favor. Call it even for the apartment.
Yeah, Blue. No hard feelings. You give us a call if you need anything else. As long as it'll help you find your pops. We should get going now. We were supposed to be home hours ago. My dad won't notice, but Ollie's will flip. You take care. Don't get de-rezzed.
Goodbye.
Let's finish the trade inside.